To me, overall, officiating has been a universal issue this year. And that's not the goal of any league, but this is the reality. And when you think about the imperative to call more fouls, we're seeing the highest scoring season ever in WNBA history. That's largely because they're calling more fouls, right? Games are no longer 2 hours, they're 2.5 hours long. So you're seeing that there's an imperative to call more fouls, but there's still a lack of situational awareness or a lack of control of the game by the refs. You can call fouls, but is it dictating how one game is played from the other? Because you can see one game where one is super physical and one where people are dropping 50. There's been a lack of consistency, and this creates a problem in magnifier matchups.
Whoa, magnifier matchups. I like that. I know what she's saying. I don't know what she meant, or I don't know what she's doing. What she say? Magnifier matchups. That sounds great. Here's the thing. One of the most irritating conversations I always engage in sports is someone who brings up the referees. Like, I'm literally like in my head saying, are you really that kind of excuse maker in your real life? No, they have an effect, an impact. I was like, yeah, like outplay it. I mean, how bad are these calls? I understand they could come at horrible times and you're like, yo, you can't call that right now. It's almost impossible for us to outplay that call. There's 3 seconds left, and you just said we fouled them on a three-pointer. Now we're going to end up losing. I get it. But the amount of attention and conversation we give to the refs and their impact, to me, is extreme.
And this is a magnifier matchup when you look back at it. Alyssa Thomas, Caitlin Clark, both dominant players, but Alyssa plays on the edge. I know her. And Caitlin sometimes embellishes at times in certain instances. And so when you have a scrum, like you said, there needs to be a vigilance, but also this created a position where the league is now forced to be reactive. And instead of having a control of not just calling fouls, now the league is reacting and doing something that it rarely does on a non-call and instituting a suspension. And to me, that...
Non-call suspension. Like, if we gonna really respect the technology and instant replay and the 2-minute review every game that, hey, we got this right, got this wrong, I think some things you got to respect even if they're not called, because that's just too egregious. Like, they missed that, but they can't miss that because we got to send a message. No one else can do that. That's the only exemption and exception that one should take.
Was unique, but I'll lastly say this, because that largely happened because of the optics. In game flow, if you're watching in game speed, I was watching in game speed, I didn't really notice too much because people hit the ground all the time. But then when narratives are created based off of a freeze frame, that can create a huge problem. And I do think that the league...
In slow motion.
Yes, the league...
Hold on, say it. See? This is why I don't like round tables all the time, unless y'all gonna keep it 1,000. Wow. If we ain't really friends, if our employment is based off of how nice we are to each other, which a lot of these shows are, no, I'm not long for it anymore. I've aged out of that because you just said freeze frame. And everybody was like, yep. And then you said slow motion. And everybody said, yep. You know they ain't the same thing, right? Freeze frame is... That's it. Slow motion is there's actually motion and action. Now, in real time, you see it too. Like, to get choked out, to what intention, it's hard to hit the neck because the neck is skinny. I don't care how long your neck is. Peyton Manning's neck is still hard to get, and he got a long neck because the neck is not look. You're talking about a 6'3" person of Caitlin Clark was 5'11", a 6-footer. Let's just make it even. And the neck is how long? How much of this is exposed? 4 inches? Oh, I just found the 4 inches of the 6 foot. Of the 72 inches, I found the 4. Nah. You did that all on purpose, and you're a former player. Keep it 1,000. You know how it goes.
Was reacting to the optics of that image.
Which is what Tibbetts was saying, right?
Yeah, like if you walk by me and I'm doing this, but then if you play it faster and you see I was actually doing this, to move my nose, it looked different in freeze frame.
But the bigger picture issue.
First of all, amazing outfit. I mean, the whole Iverson 01 fit is on display. Respect to you, ma'am. But I know what you're trying to say. You're like, look, you can make anything look like anything. And that's a lie. You can't make everything look like anything. You can't make a smile look like a frown. You can't. See? Freeze frame. See in slow-mo? It's not a frown. So let's just say you're already in the neighborhood of doing something bad, even if it doesn't look exactly like it should. You nowhere near doing something good. You played how much basketball? Go. This is how you get her. Okay, if I'm the attorney, I say, okay, Miss Alyssa Thomas, come here, Miss Thomas. We've accumulated, thanks to Elon Musk, all of the video of you playing basketball your entire life. Backyard, at school, rec league, AAU, college, pro. Every single second. Do you want to know how many times and how many seconds you've ever had your hand around someone's neck before this incident? Do you want to answer that, ma'am? Judge, please answer the question. I don't know. I can answer it for you, ma'am. You ever been to Krispy Kreme? It's called donut. 0. Never. But now it is. Explain this. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nobody randomly just, if you freeze it, you can make it look like anything. If you slow it down, it can look. There's no way I can make it look like that unless I wanted to look like that. It's a neck.
Here is that, like, in that situation, if you're watching it in real time, both players who are known to make their issues known got up and kept going.
That was
and so that's why I have a problem, because if you're looking at the reaction even to this day, it breaks my heart, because players, even in Alyssa Thomas's caliber, whether you think she did it intentionally or not, she's dealing with a heightened level of vitriol right now based off of what this situation created, and that doesn't sit well with me. If the league could really handle this better in real time and figuring out how we want more points, we want more fouls, but how do we keep an eye on these specific matchups so we can avoid the narratives getting out of our control? I hope that happens moving forward in the future.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, no. Man, they don't. WNBA, you got to understand, this is how it goes. You're going to get hate, and there's going to be a thin line between that and the love. Like, this is how the NBA became the NBA. Mike, nobody was sitting there all the time just in love with Dennis Rodman. And he's beloved right now and always desired as a teammate, even though that one season when the Bulls got him, nobody really wanted him, which was weird. But my point is this. You got to take it. Who gets the most hate out of all basketball players? LeBron James. Who gets the most love out of all basketball players? LeBron James. Like, what are we doing here? This is so silly. They want to avoid the emotional toll that comes from, hey, you're going to be popular. Who was the best boxer? Who made the most money? Don't y'all go here now. Who made the most money? Floyd Mayweather. Who got the most love? Floyd Mayweather. Who got the most hate? Floyd Mayweather. Like, do y'all want to be big or not? If not, look, little OD in me, and I'm talking about my career in terms of like 10 years, NFL, all pro, baller. Let me stop. Dog, people didn't love everything. Oh, well, like, you can't become anything without shots taken, shots at goal. They shoot at you. They want this, the league should handle this better. Handle it better like what? Send a memo? Send a fax? Hey, I'm going to suspend you, but don't tell anybody and just don't show up. No, we setting a precedent, or we are sending a message. The league does it all the time. The NFL's the king of it. The NFL used to just be so damn heavy-handed in their punishments. People used to be like, yo, do you care about the players? They boo Roger Goodell every time they see him, to the tune of the numbers keep going like this. You think the booing of Roger Goodell has slowed the NFL down? You think how he came at players and was like, suspended, gone, suspended, peace, light sentence. Oh, the fans hate you because that's too light a sentence. Every league has a misstep because every league is going to get love and hate. So I don't even think that's a misstep. I think the league did the right thing. I'm sorry, ladies. No one grabs a neck by accident. On the ground? And I'm a pro. Okay, this is my last point on it. If you're a pro athlete and you grab somebody's neck by accident on the ground, guess what you are? Not a pro athlete. You can't see. I can see things. I can see things in milliseconds, like super slow. I know where my hand is. How I go pro and I don't know where my hand is? Stop it. It's okay. That might be the homegirl to everybody, or somebody you shouldn't talk about it, or the racial element, or I don't know what these ladies are talking about, but just take your lumps. You'll be much better as a league if you just like, all right, well, stop. Y'all stopping down on everything, making us react. We just like, oh, she choked her out. Kick her out the game. Oh, they didn't? All right, suspend her. All right, good. Move on. We ready for the next game. Y'all not. Y'all holding a dissertation on the court public steps. How dare they? All right. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We ain't done. A lot of energy in this show. Y'all over here competing in these comments. I see a super chat. Thanks, High Tolerance. He back at it again. He said, LSU did Angel a solid to go from UA to Nike, Under Armour to Nike. On the other hand, the point shaving reminds me of them shady WWF refs back in the day. A la Danny Davis with the fast count. Malik B is down bad. You just got all that in there. High Tolerance. I get it. Malik B is down bad, though. Look, some cases are over before you even have them, right? In some cases, you're like, we got to wait and see. That one, I don't know. I've seen too many clips. I'm like, there's no explaining that. You lose all of your athleticism in one play on purpose or accident. I think it's on purpose, right? Just like Alyssa Thomas. That was on purpose. Why? Because she loses all of her athleticism, all of her wherewithal in one play? Yeah, okay. Against Caitlin Clark? Oh, just coincidence, huh? Okay. Now, look, I've done all these tricks, so stop it. And I don't care if you don't like it. So what? You're lying. And when you want to face the truth, I've been face-to-face with somebody who I love the most and lied to them and vice versa. So then you're not fooling me. What do you mean I'm telling a lie? Shut up. Go somewhere and come back, light a candle, and then come back and tell the truth. There's no way I can put my hand on your neck without knowing. Ooh, or you see this reaction. Oh, my bad, dog. Because I don't want you choking me out. But if you ain't doing that, bad dog. Not my bad dog. Bad dog. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah.
Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Pat Mahomes in offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? Marcellus Wiley on the rocks. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come. Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I believe it's the verse. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.